Hi friend, today we're talking about Jack Frost, also known as Curse of Jack Frost. There's been a few iterations of Jack Frost in film. 1997's Jack Frost and its sequel about a killer snowman, and then Michael Keaton, who plays a father who had died just to come back as a lovable snowman. And then the third Santa Claus film, Martin Short played the character. Here a family is terrorized by the title character. He's trying to find the parts of his body to put it back together so he can live on. Directed by Liana, Failla, written by Craig McLearie, starring Nicola Wright, Lauren Staerck, Sarah T. Cohen, Richard Kovacs, and Stephen Staley. Produced by Scott Jeffries' Jagged Edge Productions, and like with a lot of Jagged Edge movies, everything seems to be on a tight schedule, and they seem to cut corners quite a bit, sometimes for the better, and sometimes for the worse. Nicola Wright plays Alva, the matriarch of the family. Her mother, Leslie, played by Sylvia Clegg, had faced Jack Frost when she was younger. When Alva was growing up, she heard stories of Jack Frost, and had been taught to fight him. She paid no mind to the ramblings of her mother. Wright's pretty good here. She's not really a standout, but she did very well. She's been in other flicks like The Killing Tree, Beneath the Surface, and Jack in the Box Awakening. Laura Staerck, I wonder if it's Stark. Laura Stark? Is that how you say it? Plays the bratty Pepper, Alba and James's daughter. She's probably the worst of the cast, but not a terrible actress. She did really well in The Killing Tree. It feels like they were kind of pushing her to the backseat in favor of the Laura character, who was played by Sarah T. Cohen, Alba and James's niece, and comes to visit for Christmas. Cohen brings her A-game here. Once she's introduced, she begins to feel like the main character. But that mantle kind of passes from Cohen to Staerck to Wright. Richard Kovacs plays James, the father of Pepper. He's good, but he doesn't have a ton of scenes and not much dialogue. He's really pushed to the back. Stephen Staley plays Jack Frost. The mask looks pretty cool, but when he talks, the mouth just sits in the grin. While it does help with the creepiness, it's a little distracting. The overall look reminds me of Jeffrey Nothing of Mushroom Head fame. His hands, in a few shots, look a little weird. I think his performance is stunted because of the mask, since it's the one continuous expression. I'm guessing they didn't have either the time or resources to do a multi-piece prosthetic, but the overall construction of the mask looks great. It has what looks like hot glue all over it, as well as his hands. It's not really a nitpick, because I think it's a clever idea to make it look sort of frozen. And in a way, I guess you could say that that's the reason his mouth doesn't move, is that he's frozen. The visual effects are alright. Some are pretty bad, but for the most part, it's used sparingly. The practical effects are pretty decent. The mask and a few of the bloodier prosthetics are pretty good. A few times you can see Staley's lips through the mouth of the mask, and I'm kind of surprised that they didn't try to remove that using CG. Honestly, the negatives of this flick are really minor. Things here and there look bad, and there's a few moments where the audio sounds off. Like when they first introduced Laura, it sounds like it's coming from a lav mic. And so when James gets farther away from her, it sounds kind of weird.
You are welcome. The more the merrier. Perhaps upstairs would like to go say hello.
But at least the writing is good for a low-budget flick, and most of the acting is above average. But the story has highs and lows. Some scenes feel like a dead stop where two people are just talking, and it seems like information that's just needed to keep the movie going, but it's delivered in a way that becomes boring. I mean, everyone sounded believable. The problem really isn't the dialogue, but more so the pacing of the movie. At a little under an hour and a half, it's not bad, but it does have a few scenes here and there that I think could have been worked on. The music's good, but they keep using the same guitar riff music piece over and over. It does get annoying after a while. It's not overpowering other things like dialogue or sound effects and whatnot, like some other movies have done, but it's just the same piece used every time something happens. That aside, it's pretty good. It's a little boring in parts. It's got a decent villain, and really it's what kind of saves the movie. I've said before that I'm not a big fan of movies where the villain is the star of the show, and that doesn't really do that here. Sadly, most of the death scenes are kind of weak. Like with The Killing Tree, McLearie seems like he doesn't really know how to end his screenplays, as they kind of end with minimal enjoyment. It doesn't ruin the movie, but it makes me question the writer. While I've only seen 2 of his most recent movies, his other films may have better pacing and better endings. As for Liana Failla, for a first feature, this is great. I'm not sure if you worked as the first assistant director on Nutcracker Massacre before this or after, but I'm sure it will only help her career. I do look forward to seeing more from her. Did you see this movie? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Thanks.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, check out one of these videos.